Hey everyone, this is going to be a demo of Swamp. I figured I might as well do it. I should have probably done it a long time ago, but I was asked to do it, and I'll give you an overview, and if there's enough interest, I'll try to demo the online mode, though I really don't like the online mode. Essentially, this is another game from Aprone or Jeremy, and it's a zombie shooter. So you walk around a map, or in this case a bunch of maps, and you shoot zombies, and you have a variety of weapons and things like that. There is an online mode, and basically in the online mode you can walk around with other players and shoot zombies, and there are missions that you can go on. You can grab crates and fight zombies and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and run this. So when you download it, you'll have to download 2 files and unzip them, and then basically you combine the contents of both of those files into one folder, and that's how you get the complete game. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my Documents folder.
Desktop Documents, Item, Swamp.
And I have the folder here for Swamp.
Swamp.exe.
Now, this is actually a good time to show you something. By default, when you try to run it, you'll get this.
Swamp dialog components com32.ocx are one of its dependencies not correctly registered. A file is missing or invalid. OK button. Swamp window.
Or you might, if you haven't configured your system, or if it's a clean install like this one is. As I've said before on other games made by Jeremy, you have to run the checkup.exe program to register some VB components.
Campaigns, campaign saves, CTF playback, campaign guide.txt, changelog.txt.
And I'll get into what campaigns are in just a minute.
Checkup.exe. Set secure desktop.
We'll hit Alt-Y.
Setup. Aprone checkup dialog ready to register. Checkup is now ready to register the DirectX files on your computer. Click Register Missing Files to start the registration process. Register Missing Files button.
Or maybe it's DirectX. I thought it was VB, but whatever.
Pressed. Next Swamp window.
And you hit that button. It does it automatically for you.
Scumcat.dll.
And now
Swamp.exe.
Welcome to Swamp, version 3.9b by Aprone.
Swamp v3.9b.
Yep, so here we are in the main menu. I'm going to hit Tab.
NVDA.
To bring the screen reader mode to NVDA, which of course just...
Swamp v multiplayer game. Multiplayer game.
Which just outputs to the title bar. Now you do have music. I'm going to hit / to turn it off. And just like anything else, up and down arrows move you through the menu. So our first option...
Exit the game.
Well, so exit, and if I go down...
Multiplayer game. Custom maps. For practicing offline. Campaigns. Custom adventures created by others in the Swamp community. Load previously saved campaigns. Watch a recorded capture the flag match. Press enter to set your gamer account username. You have not yet agreed with the Swamp user agreement. First read the user agreement.txt file, then press enter on this menu choice to officially agree to the terms and conditions found in the file. No sea monkey.
So a lot of this stuff, you have to agree to the rules to play online. You do need a gamer account to play online. It's $24 a year. The reason he did that was because people were hacking his server and cheating and doing all kinds of things, so he put that measure in place to stop that from happening. And what's cool about the gamer account is it's basically... it works out to about $2 a month, but what's neat is if you don't play for a month, that time is not taken off of your account. It's only taken off of your account if you log in during that month. So for instance, I bought my account back in 2016. I've had it for about 5 years now, and I think I still have like 8 or 9 months on it because I really don't play the online version too much. But yeah, that's basically what that is. Let's keep going.
Stereo sound test.
Oh, this will test your speakers.
Left speaker. Right speaker.
That tests your speakers. The Sea Monkey was some sort of a head tracking device that he was making, but I don't think it's even available anymore.
For tips on almost anything you would want to know, be sure to read the readme.html file found in your SWAMP directory. Set sound output device.
That's some help information. This lets you set the output device for the game.
Sound buffers set to default. Press enter to change it.
Sound buffers, I'm pretty sure this determines how much lag it has.
Sound buffer set to increased. This may cause a bit of sound lag right at the beginning, but improve performance overall. Press enter. Sound buffer set to high. This may cause a bit of sound lag right at the beginning, but improve performance overall. Press enter. Sound buffer set to crazy. This may cause sound lag right at the beginning, but improve performance overall. Press enter. Sound buffers set to insanity. This will likely cause sound lag right at the beginning, but improve performance overall. Press enter. Sound buffers set to very low. This should improve performance on some systems, but it will lead to some sounds cutting out. Press enter. Sound buffers set to low. This may improve performance on some systems, but it may lead to some sounds cutting out. Press enter to change it.
So I'm just pressing enter and it's going through all these options.
Sound buffers set to default. Press enter to change it.
You shouldn't need to change this. Pretty much I'd say any modern computer should be powerful enough to run this game. It doesn't require that much in terms of resources.
Graphics off. Press enter to change it.
This does have graphics. I don't know how good they are, but they're off by default.
Stereo sound, default. Press enter to change it.
Now this
Hearing loss mode.
lets you change how the game operates in terms of sound.
Left ear is my good ear. Right ear is my good ear. Stereo sound, hearing loss mode. Left panning limit. Press space. Hearing loss mode. Sound use pitch instead of panning. Press enter to change it.
Yeah, these are sounds, or these are options for people that have impaired hearing.
Left ear is my good ear.
Now, if I go up
Graphics
and then
off.
down,
Left ear is my good ear. Panning continues as normal for the left ear. Press enter to right ear is my good ear. Stereo sound, default.
we'll leave that on stereo.
Left panning limit. Press space to test. Press L and R to adjust limit until you are happy with the panning. If you mess up, press enter to go back to default settings.
So that's the left channel.
Right panning limit. Press space to test.
Same thing here. So if I wanted to change it, maybe you can't hear fully and your range of hearing is limited, you can adjust these here.
Mouse sensitivity set to default. Press enter to change it. When setting up your keyconfig.ini file, mouse buttons can be tricky because there are so many different designs out there. You can press a mouse button now and SWAMP will tell you what code it is.
Now, this game does support mouse, or actually it requires the mouse for some things by default. I have a desktop mouse plugged in here. I'm going to hit the right click.
You are pressing button mouse 2. This message is meant to help you set up your controls in the keyconfig.ini file. You are pressing button mouse 1. This message is meant to help you set up your controls in the keyconfig.ini file.
So that was the left and right click. Here's the scroll wheel, which does nothing. These other buttons, I think, for scrolling don't do anything. Oops.
You've put in mouse since you are pressing button mouse.
Okay, well.
You are pressing button mouse 1.
Yeah.
You've put in over 2 minutes playing A Prone Swamp. Exit the game.
And that's the text about how long you've been playing. So I think I've covered a lot of this stuff. The campaign mode basically lets you write a text file and it lets you create a custom adventure. Basically, you tell it how you want it to behave and it will behave the way that you tell it to. Custom maps, which is what I'm going to demo in this demo, basically lets you play the game offline. So you're playing the game on the maps, but by yourself. So basically, you're just fighting zombies on your local computer. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. No, I think that's it for right now, and I'll try to keep explaining things as we continue here.
Multiplayer game.
So if you go into multiplayer, it's going to ask you for your account info. You have to make an account on the website, and I think the payments are processed through PayPal.
Custom maps. For practicing offline.
All right, let's go into custom maps here.
Choose your settings.
All right, so now we're in a menu to choose options.
Map set to multi 1. Press enter to change it.
There are a bunch of maps. I'm going to show you the default one. which is Multi-1, which is basically a big town. There are a bunch of shops on the west side, a bridge that goes over a river, and then on the east side you've got a bunch of houses, a church, a factory, and things like that. So I'm going to leave this as the default.
Zombies set to 150. Press enter to change it.
This lets you specify how many zombies you want on the map.
Zombies dialog. Number of zombies. Enter a number between 0 and 300. Edit selected 150.
All right,
Selection.
so I'm going to set this to 0
Zombies set to 0.
because I want to show you how to walk around real quick.
Zombies spawn randomly. Press enter to change it.
You can specify how zombies will spawn either randomly or at the map borders.
Zombies spawn at borders. Zombies spawn randomly. Loot set to 200. Press enter to change it.
Now loot in this game, basically you'll hear some buzzing flies, and if you walk over the item, you will take the item and it'll either be ammo or some armor or things like that. I'm going to leave this at the default so that you can hear what it sounds like. Basically, I'm going to play this for a few minutes without the threat of zombies.
You start at the default location. Press enter to change it. You start at a random location. You start at the default location.
So you can either start at the default location that is designated in the map, or you can start at a random one.
Pistol and axe only. Press enter to change it.
This lets you choose your weapons.
Bows. Rifles. Fully armed. Pistol and axe only.
I think for fun, we're going to go with the fully armed setting.
Bows. Rifles. Fully armed. No skills. Press enter to change it.
This lets you set your skill points. So in this game, your character has levels, and when you level up, you get a skill point, which you can then spend at the safe zone to improve various attributes.
A bit of speed and health. Speed, health, and some left to go around. The cackling of a madman.
These give you different amounts of points. I believe this last one gives you a whole bunch of points. I'll show you this one.
The assassin.
Voice set to 1. Press enter to change it. Press plus N to adjust the pitch.
So there are voices. You can send voice messages. This is primarily useful, I'd say, when you're playing online. So if you hit, I believe it's V and then any of a predetermined amount of keys, which I'm forgetting off the top of my head in terms of the exact number. But if you hit V and then any key in that mode, it will play a voice clip. And there are a bunch of different voices here.
Monsieur.
Voice set to 2.
I'm going to hit enter.
The General.
Voice set to 3.
That guy sounds like the guy from Judgment Day.
Cassie.
Voice set to 4.
B.A.
Voice set to 5.
Misbehavior.
Voice set to 6.
Dan.
Voice set to 7.
Ashley.
Kia.
The Killer Queen.
Voice Voice set to 13.
I'm going to turn off the screen reader.
Speech mode off.
Anissa.
Lauren.
Now, you can also go backwards, so if I hold down Shift. And I believe this works in a lot of places where you can cycle through options. If you hold Shift, you can go in the opposite direction.
Lauren.
Blade.
Mythos.
Drew.
Legendary.
Long Tom.
Glimmer.
Gang.
Nate Dogg.
Storm.
Brandy.
Busby Gone.
Callie.
Darth Scorp.
Garcia.
Crazy Can.
Lori.
Luther.
Huntress.
Nathan.
Cat.
Brendan.
The Scotch Eggworth.
Defender.
Ruby.
Rob.
Defensor.
The Mercenary.
Valerie.
Mike.
Paramir.
Draven.
Alex.
Sergeant Ice.
Sneak.
杜庆祥.
Theodore.
Ormax.
Shadow.
Bertu.
Scarlet.
The assassin.
Monsieur.
So those are all your voices. There's a whole bunch of them. The voices also control the hit sounds when your character gets hit.
The General.
Let's go with this guy here.
Speech mode talk. Launch map.
And finally, we can launch the map, which I've just done that. And now, oh, it's F. I'm sorry. So F is the voice chat command. So if I hit F and then say the up arrow. Oop,
Let's
nope,
do this thing.
that's the radar. That doesn't work. So F and the space bar.
Let's accomplish the task at hand here. Let's get those fuckers. Let's do this thing.
There is some language in here, so just be aware of that. Let's do F and A.
All right, we'll do. Yes. All right, will do. All right, will do.
So that's just, there's a whole bunch of voice messages. I forget all the keys. I think you can use all the letters, the space bar, tab.
Window eyes.
Oh, no, you can't use tab.
JAWS does not seem to be responding. Sapion.
Let's go back to
Aprone Swamp.
NVDA.
NVDA.
Right, so those are voice clips. Now, you can use radar. So if I hit the up arrow, it scans in front of me. If I hit the down arrow, it scans behind me.
Hell yeah. Absolutely perfect.
That was actually very good timing. So I hit the left arrow and forgot I was still in the voice mode. That's funny. This is the radar to the left. So if I hit the left arrow and the radar to the right. Now, to stop the radar, you hit the space bar. The radar is useful for detecting detecting obstacles that might be in your path or for finding openings. So if I hit the up arrow, you'll hear it panning from left to right. The clink, 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 clink. That means that the area is clear. If you hear a pop, 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 like if I hit the right arrow, click, 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 pop, 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 that pop, 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 pop means that there's an obstacle off to my right, most likely a wall. I'm trying to think here. Let's see. So you can hit S will move you backwards. So I'm moving backwards. Now I'm outside.
East.
W will tell me my direction. There's a fly item off to my right, but I'm going to ignore that. So S moves you backwards. A allows you to sidestep left. D allows you to sidestep right. And
In front of the safe zone. Leaving in front of the safe zone.
the right click on your mouse will move you forward. Left click on the mouse allows you to fire your weapon. If you hit Shift S,
West.
it lets you spin around 180 degrees.
East. West.
So this is technically this game is 2D. It is not 3D because you only move up, down, left, and right. Or actually, it's more accurate to say you move backwards, forwards, left, and right. You do not move up and down because in the real world, we move in all of those directions. Backwards, forwards, left, right, up, and down. But this is not a true three-dimensional game. It is two-dimensional. The numbers will go through your weapons.
Axe equipped.
This is the axe. This is a melee weapon. You have lots of melee weapons. If you hit a number multiple times, you will cycle through each of your weapons.
Riot shield equipped.
So this is a riot shield.
Machete equipped in offensive mode.
There's a machete.
Sledgehammer equipped with tight grip.
There's a hammer.
Axe equipped.
There's an axe. Basically, grave accent through, I believe, equals will toggle through your different types of weapons. If I hit grave accent,
Field kit equipped. It has 4 of 4 medkits loaded, and you have 10 medkits in reserve.
this is your field kit. This is how you heal. If I hit number 2,
Glock 19 equipped. It has 13 of 15 rounds, and you have 1,200 rounds of 9mm ammo in reserve.
so you have a bunch of pistols.
Glock 17 equipped. It has 17 of 17 rounds, and you have 1,200 rounds of 9mm ammo in reserve. MK23 equipped. It has 12 of 12 rounds, and you have 1,000 rounds of .45 ACP ammo in reserve.
And number 3
Browning Satori equipped.
takes you through your shotguns.
Benelli equipped. A812 scatter mode equipped. It has 32 of 32 rounds, and you have 1,200 shotgun shells in reserve.
Number 4,
Winchester equipped. It has 5 of 5 rounds, and you have 900 rounds of .30 caliber ammo in reserve.
these are rifles.
Marlin equipped. Remington equipped. MP5 Uzi equipped.
Number 5 is your list of machine guns. You've got an MP5, an Uzi,
UMP 45 equipped.
a bunch of other stuff I don't know too much about.
AR 15 equipped. M16 equipped. Steyr August equipped.
Number 6 are another type of rifle. Number 7,
Longbow with light draw equipped.
you have bows.
Chainsaw equipped. It has 100% in your tank, and you have 12 tanks worth of gas in reserve.
So 8 is the chainsaw.
Flamethrower equipped.
Flamethrower.
It has 100% in your tank, and you have 12 tanks worth of gas in reserve.
Now, each of these weapons usually have modes, and you toggle through those by pressing T. Since I'm using the flamethrower, I hit T to turn it off because when it's on, it uses fuel. Let's keep going here.
M40 equipped. You have a round chambered, and you have 1,207.62 millimeters ammo in reserve.
Yeah, so the offline mode gives you lots of ammo and lots of weapons. I'm going to hit 0.
M60 equipped. It has 100 of 100 rounds. M240 equipped. It has 150. M60 equipped.
Those are
It has
some,
100.
I think those are machine guns or something.
Equip a pistol first.
Um,
M79 equipped.
Equals is the M79, which is a grenade launcher.
Equip a pistol first.
Dash, I believe, lets you dual-wield pistols. So, for instance, if I hit 2...
Glock 19 equipped. It has 13
and then I'll hit dash.
Glock 19 into offhand. Draw your next pistol.
Draw your next pistol. Okay.
Glock 17 equipped. It has 17 of 17 rounds, and you have 1,200 rounds of 9mm ammo in reserve.
Now, what this lets you do, it lets you use 2 pistols at once. So, I'm gonna, let's see here.
East, west,
I'm gonna
east.
face east and...
Glock 19 into offhand. Draw your next pistol. Glock 17 equipped. It has 13 of 17 rounds, and you have 1,200 rounds of 9mm. MK23 equipped. MK23 into offhand. Glock 19 equipped. It has 10 of 15 rounds, and you have...
Let me hit R to reload my weapon here. You're supposed to be able to use 2 pistols at once, and it's supposed to shoot both of them, but I don't know how that works.
MK23 into offhand. Draw your next pistol. Glock 19 equipped. It has 15 of 15 rounds, and you have 1,195 rounds of 9mm.
If I hit Z...
15 in your Glock 19 and 12 in your MK23. Dual-wielding pistols do not track average damage.
This tells you ammo, so now if I shoot... Yeah, so basically it shoots both of those at once. Let's reload them. Reload my weapons here. So yeah, you can dual wield pistols. X.
100% health. 200 of 200 points. You are not wearing any armor.
X tells you your health.
0 kills. Accuracy of 0% with 18 shots fired.
C tells you how many zombies you've killed and your accuracy.
Current location is safe zone.
V tells you the zone zone name. Shift V
You are at coordinates 232, 41.
tells you your coordinates. You do also have beacons, so if I hold down Shift and hit grave accent through equals.
Tracking safe zone. Go west 17 tiles.
So these are handy to quickly navigate the map. If you turn these on, it will beep. And if you hit B... Well, actually, let's go forward here. Oop, I did a left click, not a right click. Oop, let me
West.
turn around.
In front of the safe zone. Leaving in front of the safe zone.
Now if I hit B,
Go east 14 tiles.
it will tell you how far you have to go.
Tracking gas station. Go west 168 tiles.
So I'm hitting Shift 1, that's the gas station.
Tracking Auto Mart. Go southwest 162 tiles. Tracking Kai Mart. Go southwest 122 tiles. Tracking Pet Store. Go south 177 tiles. Tracking Hardware Store. Go south 175 tiles. Tracking Bridge. Go southeast 175 tiles. Tracking Sam's House. Go southeast 210 tiles. Tracking Lily's House. Go southeast 243 tiles. Tracking Jennifer's House. Go southeast 265 tiles. Tracking Church. Go southeast 177 tiles. Tracking Factory. Go east 169 tiles. Tracking Destroyed Business. Go southwest 246 tiles.
So that was in order from grave accent to equals. And I don't think you can use backspace. No, you cannot. So yeah,
Go southwest 246 tiles.
that's how you can track the major landmarks on a map, which can help you navigate. My navigation is really bad, so these help me quite a lot. If you hit the key again, so if I hit Shift equals,
Tracking off.
it turns the tracking off. Now to turn, you hold down Shift and hit A or D.
SW. South. SC. East.
And let's show you how to get some ammo. So I'm going to move the mouse. And my keyboard is in the way. So I'm moving the mouse. And what it's doing is it's turning my character. So I'm going to move the mouse. And
You have found 30 rounds of 9mm ammo in front of the safe zone.
yeah, so that's basically how you grab ammo. You walk up to it, make sure it's in the middle of your headphones or speakers, and you walk into it. Let's show you some navigation here. I'm going to go to the bridge.
Tracking bridge. Go southeast 165
So I
tiles.
hit shift with 6 to track it.
N-E-E-S south. Go southeast 165 tiles.
Let's go
Leaving in
southeast.
front of the safe zone.
So right now, and there's some loot, so I'm going to turn the mouse here.
You have found 20 rounds of .30 caliber ammo.
You can use this with a trackpad as well. Turn the mouse,
You have found 12 shotgun shells.
and there we go.
You have found 20 rounds of .30 caliber ammo.
I do find it's easier to play this game with an actual mouse, so if you have a mouse, definitely use that. I think it would be really cool if this game had joystick support, because joysticks would be fantastic to use with this. I will say playing this on the GPD Win is pretty fun too, because the GPD Win has a mouse mode, and you can use the joysticks to move your mouse around and do things like that.
Go southeast 83 tiles. West. Est. South.
Let's go south here.
Boarded at business.
So okay, that's a wall. Now to walk around that, I can either turn or I can sidestep left or right. Let's show you the radar actually. So that tells me in front of me is a wall. I'm gonna walk left. It's telling me the area in front of me is open. Let's continue moving forward and
Broadway
turn the
Road.
radar off.
Abandoned car.
That's a car. I'm going to sidestep around it.
Abandoned car. Carrigan Avenue.
There's some
Leaving
loot.
Carrigan Avenue. You have found 12 shotgun.
Actually,
SC. South. Go northeast 50 east.
let's go east here.
Leaving Broadway Road. Rush Creek.
And that's the creek.
Go north 31. NE. North.
Turn north here.
Go north 30 tile.
I'm going to move west here. Or I'm going to sidestep left and walk
Rush
forward.
Creek. Go north 11 tiles.
Okay. Essentially, I've run into the railing of the bridge.
No quest.
Q tells you if you have any quests. Those are in the online mode.
NE. North. East.
Let's see. So I'm going to turn east and sidestep left. That tells me I'm running into the railing of the bridge, so I'm going to back up
Carrigan Avenue.
and sidestep to the left. And now if I walk
Carrigan
forward,
Bridge.
we're crossing the
Carrigan
bridge.
Avenue. You have found one medkit.
And there's some more loot. So now I'm on the street. I'm on the
Intersection
avenue.
of Carrigan and Indy. Carrigan Avenue. Leaving Carrigan Avenue.
I could have turned there at the intersection.
Eastern map board. Leaving.
So walking around outside isn't too bad. My problem is walking around inside. That can be a real pain because the areas can be very tiny and confined and very confusing, and my spatial awareness is garbage. I'm trying to think if I forgot any key commands. If you hit shift with the arrows, it's more of a long range radar. So you might find that useful. And as you can tell right now, it's pretty quiet because there are no zombies here. There's some
Leaving.
loot. I'm just... Oop, that's a wall or something.
Current location is Lily's house.
I'm outside of a house, walking by the wall. I'm just walking backwards. Let's see if I can actually walk into that house, and I'll show you how that works real quick.
Tracking Sam's house. Tracking Lily's house. Go east 20. NE. North. East. Driveway. Leaving driveway.
Now, I'm going to sidestep to the right.
Go east 16 times.
Let's use the radar, and I'm going to walk along this house.
Caribbean Avenue. Leaving Caribbean Avenue. Sidewalk. Leaving sidewalk. Sidewalk. Leaving.
Now,
Leaving. Go south 13. S south.
the entrance should be right in front of me, so if I walk forward...
You have found 30 rounds of 9mm ammo. Go north 13. At west. In north.
Nope, no it's not. I missed it. It's telling me it's off to my left, so I'm going to move to the
Living
left
room.
here. Okay, so to
Indy
enter
Drive.
this house,
NW.
you have to
West.
face west.
Leaving Indy Drive. Sidewalk. Living room. Sofa. Tracking off.
Let's turn the radar off, or the tracking. So now I'm inside. Buildings in this game don't have doors. You just walk through the opening in the wall. And now I can sidestep.
Living.
If I move forward here, it's a wall.
Living
Move
room.
left. It's a wall. Side. Let's move backwards.
Hallway. Dining room. Living.
The hallway's off to the left. Dining room's off to my right. If I'm facing west,
West.
W will always tell you what the direction you're heading, though if you've turned, you can be off direction.
SW West.
So you'll want to reorient yourself with Shift A and D. Let's
Hall-
walk west here.
You have
Or I'm going to sidestep.
hallway. Bathroom.
There's a bathroom at the west end of this hallway.
Hallway.
Or I guess technically it's
SW West.
south. Yeah, I'm very confused. There's a room, I think, in front of me.
Bedroom. Dresser.
This is the bedroom. There's some zone
Dresser.
info. There's a radio sound in here.
Bedroom.
So there's a radio in here.
Dresser. Bedroom.
If you hit E, this is the area radar. It tries to scan all around you. And
Hallway.
I'm stuck in this room. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like the building design in this game. I find it very confusing. If you hit Shift Spacebar,
Building helper on.
this is the building helper. If I move farther into the building,
Bedroom. Dresser.
that
Bedroom. Leaving sidewalk.
So-
Sidewalk. Leaving sidewalk. Living room.
the
Sofa.
boom, 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 boom.
Living room.
Yeah, the boom, boom, boom. That means you're going deeper into the building, and this sound means you're getting closer to the exit.
Building helper off.
So that might help you.
You have found 20 rounds of .30 caliber
So
ammo.
I found some ammo. So that's basically how you walk around. Let's show you what it's like to kill some zombies.
Main menu. Multiplayer game. Custom maps. Shoot. Map set to multi 1. Zombies set to 0. Zombies dialogue.
Let's set it to 300,
Select. Zombies set to 300.
which should make things very interesting. So the thing about this mode and the online mode is when you kill zombies, they will spawn.
Zombies spawn randomly.
So you'll never run out.
Loots. You start at the default. Fully on. The cackling of a map.
The general.
Launch map.
So let's launch the map. And immediately, you'll hear the difference. You'll hear footsteps. There are zombies walking around outside the safe zone. They can't get me right now. That's good, because I need to talk about some stuff. We are in the safe zone. If I hit enter,
Get equipment.
you can get different types of equipment. Now, this uses reputation, which to check that, you hit Shift C. So if I hit Shift C,
You have 0 reputation and R level with 0 experience. Your next level requires 0 more experience.
so reputation is primarily used in the online mode, although I guess you could use it in campaigns. But basically, reputation lets you buy things from the safe zone. You get reputation by killing zombies and going on missions and things like that. I'm going to hit enter here,
Get equipment.
and we'll look at this menu.
You have 0 reputation.
This lets you get various pieces of equipment. Oh, excuse me.
Previous menu.
And it's not going to show me.
Safe zone. Get equipment. Donate equipment.
It's not going to show me probably because you can't really do that in the offline mode. You can donate things that you find for reputation.
View your character.
Now, this is interesting because this lets you view and manage your character.
You have 1,500 available points to spend.
Right, so because I chose a crazy mode I have lots of points to spend, but skill points are usually earned in the online mode when you level, and in campaigns whenever you want them to appear. Talking about campaigns, there's a campaign guide in the game folder that tells you how to write them and what all the options are. Basically, they're just text files that you create, and the program will read them and react.
Health contains 50 points. There is no limit to this skill. Each point adds 2 health points to your character. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Press enter to assign a point here. Speed contains 40 of 40 points. Each point increases the speed of your character. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Press enter to assign a point here.
There are tons of skills. I'll go through just a few more.
Recovery contains 0 points. There is no limit to this skill. Adds 1 point of healing to every medkit you use on yourself. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Sneaking contains 0 of 50 points. Each point quiets the footsteps of your character, making it harder for zombies to hear you. The sneak skill also reduced your chances of gaining bloody clothes after injuries. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Press enter to assign a point here.
Yeah, so if you get injured, you can get bloody clothes, which I think attracts zombies and things like that.
Scavenger contains 0 of 50 points. When selling mission or decorative items to safe zones, each point of this skill gives you 15 additional reputation. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Elusive contains 0 of 50 points. Learn to cover your tracks. Each point makes you harder to follow, causing zombies to give up chasing you sooner. You have 1,500 points left to spend. Press enter.
There's a whole bunch of these. A lot of them have to do with weapons and making your weapons more powerful. In terms of how much damage they do, I believe their range, and how much ammunition they can hold. But I'm going to get out of here.
Safe zone menu.
So I'm going to hit escape.
Get equipped. Don't view your character. Change your armor.
Armor, you can use armor in this game, which will protect you.
Armor being worn. Chest armor, none. Press enter and shift enter to cycle.
So I don't have any armor, but this is where you would put it on, and there are different classifications of armor.
Head armor, none.
Chest armor, head armor.
Leg armor, shoulder armor, foot armor, waist armor. Previous menu, safe zone menu.
So by default, you have to go in here and manage it from the safe zone. If you edit the keyconfig.ini file, you can specify a key to press anywhere, and you can manage your armor at any time, but by default you have to do it in the actual safe zone.
Don't view your character. Change your armor. Our background. The situation. Our goals. Return to the game.
These last 3 things are pieces of story text.
Our background.
Which are different for each safe zone. There are also outposts, I believe, on a few of the maps where you can buy more ammo and things like that have their own pieces of story. Let's just read these real quick.
When the undead swarmed the town, a few of our more military-minded citizens barricaded this old store and used it as a meeting place. Since that time, more and more survivors have been showing up, looking for a safe place to hide out. The men who founded this safe zone have done a very good job keeping people calm and in relatively good spirits. The situation. The top concern has been rounding up the remaining townspeople and getting them back here safely. With limited weapons and brave volunteers, it has been difficult to send out search parties. There are almost certainly more people held up in their homes or other places, either unaware that this safe zone exists or too surrounded to get here. Our goals. The men who run this place have been keeping on everyone's case about rationing our supplies. Most of the townspeople are going through food and water much faster than they should be, and the supplies are low as it is. Our goal is to gather together enough supplies so that we can maintain this safe zone until help arrives. We have no idea how long that will be, but at our current levels, the food and drinkable water will be gone in a few days.
So that's where the missions come into play. Basically, the idea is you go to a warehouse and grab a bunch of crates of food and things like that, and you have to fight off a bunch of zombies.
Return.
Speaking of zombies, let's go ahead and go outside and show you how this works. I think that will wrap up this demo quite nicely, and then of course if you guys want me to demo the online mode, I can. I'll talk about that once I'm done here.
MP5 equipped.
Let's see, what weapon should I use? Let's use
Uzi equipped.
Let's use an Uzi.
40 loaded and 1,240.
I've got plenty of ammo. Let's go. Oop.
West.
I hit the wall because I was facing the wrong way.
In front of the safe zone. Leaving in front of the safe zone.
Oh, fuck!
So I'm getting hit.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
So I got swarmed a little bit.
MP Uzi.
Let's reload my Uzi.
70.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! God damn it! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit!
They broke my machine gun.
Oh, shit!
I was hoping that I could clear out the area here. Let's do...
Brown. Vanilla equipped. Scattershot.
There's a bunch of different types of zombies. And I can't move my, can't move my mouse.
42.
Alright,
Field kit equipped.
let's take this opportunity to heal.
Your health is 104 points, which is 52%. Your health is 124 points, which is 62%. Your health is 144. 82%. Browning. Vanilla scatter mode.
So yeah, when your health drops below about 75%, the likelihood of your weapons and your armor breaking is much higher. So just keep that in mind. Let's find some more. Whoa. Got some loot here.
You have found 30 rounds of 9mm ammo. You have found 12 shotgun shells.
Let's reload. I love this weapon. This is a badass shotgun. Especially in scatter mode because it can hit multiple.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! God damn it!
AA-12.
Actually, the AA-12 is better.
1,184 shotgun shells.
Oh, shit! God damn it!
This will tear through stuff.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
Burst fire.
Oh, it's got burst fire. Problem is that goes through much more ammo.
Scattershot.
Scatter shot.
55.4% health. 17 loaded and 1,100.
So I think this holds 32 rounds by default, which is pretty good. And I can't move my mouse fully because my keyboard's... Here we go.
You have found 12 shotgun shells. Jackson Street. Leaving Jackson Street.
Let's go to the bridge.
Tracking bridge. Go south. NWS south. Go southeast 238 tiles. Go southeast. NE. E. South. SC. South.
Let's go here.
Oh, fuck! God damn it! God damn it! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
I really should heal.
God damn it! Oh, shit! God damn it! Oh, shit!
Field.
And there's a heartbeat noise
Your
when
health is 60
low.
points, which is 30%. Your health. Your health is 60%.
See how much ammo ammo I've got left.
4 loaded and 6 total rounds. Your health is 140 points, which is 70%. Your health is 160 points. Your health is 100%. Brownings, Vanellis, AA-12 scatter.
Alright, let's load the AA-12.
Go east 100 SW west. In east.
Go east.
Boarded up business. Leaving boarded up business.
God damn it! God damn it!
I really need more room on my desk. I can't move the mouse too well.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Need to reload.
God damn it! God damn it! Shit! Oh shit! God damn it! Oh shit!
Reload.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
There we go.
You have found 1 Glock 19.
I got my pistol back, I think.
Rush Creek. You have found 20 rounds of .45. Field kit 2 loaded and 2 total rounds for your field kit. Your health is 63 points, which is 31.5%. Your
Okay.
health is 83 points. Vanellis A8 32 loaded and 1000. Go south 44 S6 south.
We're gonna walk over here to the bridge.
Leaving Brush Creek.
Yeah,
Ride
it's fun
bridge.
here.
Go east S east. SC east. Brush Creek.
That's the rail to my right. I'm gonna move back here. Here we go.
Carolina Bridge. Carolina Avenue.
So I can reload while I'm running.
God damn it! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit! God damn it! Oh shit!
I think.
God damn it!
You have been killed. Exit the game. Multiplayer game.
Actually, I think that concludes this demo quite nicely. I got overrun by zombies and they killed me. And when you get killed, you get taken back to the menu. Fortunately, in the offline mode, it's not that big of a deal.
Exit the game. Goodbye. Swamp
I'm
window.
going to close the game, though.
Audacity.
It is a pretty big deal in the online mode, and honestly, I'm not a fan of the online mode because basically you start out with, I think, a pistol and your axe, and you have to walk around and find loot and kill zombies, and I don't think it's very balanced. Zombies don't give you very much experience, so you have to kill a whole bunch of them to progress, and it just gets harder and harder. I mean, I guess if you use your skill points, it makes it a little easier. Sorry, my nose is driving me crazy. But I don't find the online mode to be very fun. You can go on missions. You can go on crate missions. There are last man standing missions where you go into a map with a bunch of players and there's a bunch of houses. And you have to survive and see who the last person is to be alive. I think there's a capture the flag one, which is more like player versus player, where you're playing against a different team and you have to stop the other players from taking the flag to their base, basically. But if there's enough demand, I suppose I can do a demo of the online mode. But it's very close to what this is. It's just you're playing online, and you have to pay for it. And like I said, I don't find it particularly fun or balanced. And I think there's a defense mission where you're in like a school building and you have to shoot zombies and see how long you can survive. But yeah, that's basically how the game works. You walk around and shoot zombies with a bunch of weapons. That's basically what you do. As always, excuse me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, things like that, let me know. And until next time, you guys take care. Bye.